Now they can hear us. Perfect.
Perfect. Race of season 15 of the Purple Sector Racing League here. Do available to be the primary streamer. So our director of motorsport here will be our main guy here. Let's see. I'm pulling up the stream. Fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like it sounds great. Might need to turn you up a little bit.
Shit. This might be a bit of a jump, but is there any extra spots actually?
Is there any extra what? Sorry.
Extra racing spots?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Shit. Dude, honestly, if you're gonna be cameraman, I think
Yeah, jump in, bro. Jump in. That would be sick.
Oh yeah.
Jump in the
P22, here
Merc.
we come. Love P22, here we come, baby. I don't even think I have my buttons figured out for the battery system. That's fine. I'll figure it out.
All right, I'm getting all the invites sent out for everybody, guys. But yeah, we are going to be racing in Madrid this week for our season opener. Like I said, getting some invites sent out here. And we will have our commentator joining us on track. So, heck yeah.
A little bit of a switch up today. I do apologize to everybody. Thank you for following through with my selfish request. I definitely shouldn't be doing this on the one track that I know the least. I should have done this on like Spa or something. Oh boy.
It's going to be fine.
Oh yeah. Uh, should have. All right, there we go. Loading it. Thank gosh. I'm a little nervous, dude. It's been a minute since I've done some open wheel racing. I'm not gonna lie.
You're going to do fantastic.
I feel like I'm always talking the talk. Not really, but like
No,
I
no,
don't
you're
know.
always saying, like, I wish I could jump in. Yeah.
That's true. Don't expect much, fellas. So,
I'm expecting a fucking win out of you.
yeah. I am zip bombing everybody. I'm destroying their laptops. That's the only way I'll win. Let's see. Oh, dude, I'm getting a little nervous all of a sudden. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Alex Caru, Goat, one of our old drivers for Purple Sector Racing League, joining us on track today in the Haas as a reserve driver. Mini B-Man already trying to recruit one of these three reserves that are showing up tonight. If anybody is interested, please definitely jump in our Discord here and join us on track.
You know what? Let me make sure I know my settings tab. Controller settings here.
Controller.
No, not controller. Sorry, so sorry. Like my
I
my wheel settings.
was like, oh wow, you're jumping from
Oh
the
no.
wheel to the controller. Okay.
Apps. No, 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 no. I just don't know my battery stuff. I've never actually had the. There you go. All right, I'll figure that out in a sec.
All right. I am going to go ahead and take us through our teams this evening. We are changing things up. We're going to do the order in alphabetical now instead of however we had it previously. I don't really know if there was any method to the madness or just how we had it set in the past. Alpine. We've got two full-time drivers. Boilers fan following us from our Twitch channel into the Discord and joining us for his first full-time season with PSRL. Rebel, a returning driver, absolute beast on track. Some of the stuff he's been saying in chat today is crazy, crazy. His pace is definitely there this evening, so going to be really exciting to see him and Alpine, along with Boilers fan, joining them. Aston Martin, we got Cubics and Nander. Nander returning again, another OG driver for PSRL, returning here in the Aston Martin, alongside Cubics, who had joined us last season, being promoted from the F2 that he originally started in. Great to see him with us. Williams, returning F1 driver, and bringing alongside him one of his buddies from another league, Snipes, showing a real big amount of promise here in the exhibition race last weekend. And now we are announcing the Cadillac F1 team. Of course, obviously they have been racing with us as last season as Cadillac, but this is the Kick Sauber team transferring over into Cadillac. We have SP Jabor and Foco Ina. SP Jabor, another returning F1 driver with PSRL, and Foco Ina, of course, returning with us. Or I guess I should say for Jabor, one of our OG drivers. And we head over to Ferrari, the reigning champions. I believe they are 6-time champions in PSRL as far as the data goes. I don't know exactly how many, but all of the numbers we had shows 6 wins for them. Reimer, of course, the drivers' champion last season. Fantastic to see him returning with the Ferrari. Alongside Mahmoud, another great driver with PSRL. Both of these drivers having a lot of history with us. Really excited to see what they can do tonight. Last weekend did struggle a little bit on the pace, so definitely going to have to show up with some different amount of pace here and see if they can get some good points to start off the season. Getting a couple messages here from the drivers to get some more invites going out. Gonna go ahead and send another set. As we take a look here at the Haas full-time drivers, Sakizo returning and being promoted from F2, and Bryce Hatfield joining us from our LMU teams. Fantastic to see him joining us. Unfortunately, he won't be making it tonight. Let me get a couple more invites out here. Hero, are you in the lobby yet?
I am. I am in the Merc here, ready to go. Feeling
Okay.
good.
Perfect. If you don't mind, maybe coordinating the invites getting sent out, just so I can run through these real quick.
Yeah, of course. Let's see.
Cool. Jumping over to the McLaren team, we have No Cap and Mr. Boss. Mr. Boss, a returning driver as well. He did send some messages in the chat here that he was struggling with pace. But of course, told him to keep his head up. Of course, returning after a large gap in PSF1 is definitely going to show a lack of pace, as some of these drivers are racing every single weekend or multiple leagues every single week. Definitely keep your head up, Mr. Boss. I do believe in you as well as PSF1 believes in you. No Cap, a returning driver as well. Unfortunately, not going to make it tonight, but hopefully going to see him soon. Jumping over to the Mercedes team. Again, we are looking for a full-time driver. So if you are interested, please click the link in the chat or in the description to join our Discord and show some interest on that. Mini B-Man, returning driver and team principal of Mercedes. Tonight he is going to be joined by our commentator, Wild Hero, actually reserving for us. Fantastic to see him on track. Jumping over to the Racing Bulls, we have JM and MSA Samad, the runners up, and they actually did tie the Ferraris last weekend. Very, very unfortunate, or excuse me, not last weekend, last season. And unfortunately, due to the Ferraris winning more races, that is how they finished ahead in the Constructors' Championship. JM and Samad hoping to put their hat in the ring for winning the Drivers and Constructors again. Jumping over to the Red Bull team, we have Mac, who has actually shown up and taken the team principal position for Oracle Red Bull Racing with PSRL. Great to see him join the staff here. And alongside racing with him is Despy Gamer. Great to see both of these drivers returning. As far as my experiences go, I loved driving with both of these guys. Battling them on track was some of the most fun I had in PSRL. So great to see them on track with us. Jumping over to the Williams team. Prosk, the team principal, returning. I don't believe he will be showing today, unfortunately, but we do have FIFA Teddy hopefully showing up alongside him. FIFA Teddy moving up from Division 2, I think, last season. And that does bring us to a close here. We got just under 5 or 6 minutes until the session starts. Taking a look at the calendar here, we see we are kicking off this season with Spain back to back against that exhibition race last weekend. Japan is going to be in 2 weeks from today, followed by Brazil with a sprint and a double point weekend at that. And then we will see our summer break. Hopefully, sometime during that summer break, we are going to have some LMU or even some ACC exhibition matches. So, more to come on that. Then we will have Spa, Jeddah, and Singapore. Spa, Jeddah, Singapore, and Kota as a quadruple header following that summer break. Singapore going to be a sprint weekend and double points weekend as well. Following that break weekend, we are going to have Zandvoort, just kind of an off week there, just single race by itself, followed by another break, followed by our playoff weekend on October 11th. Hope to see you guys all very soon on track here. Again, please join us in the chat. If anybody is in the chat, make sure you say hello and let us know who you're rooting for this evening. I am going to be sending out another row of invites here. Looks like we do have about 10 drivers in at the moment. Should be getting a few more trickling in. I'll jump over to the check-in here. Always Gaming, Fortude, Caru, all in. Looks like we are missing Despy at the moment. Okay, Despy. Cubic said he would be joining a few minutes into the qualifying session as well. FIFA Teddy looks like he is not online. We'll go ahead and tag him. FIFA Teddy and Boilers fan. We are missing Boilers fan as well. F1, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully, we can have a good tenure on track there. Yeah, absolutely. Myself, actually, just a little bit of history on me. I grew up playing football. It's the only thing I cared about. I did not care about any other sport. And then I got into longboarding and skateboarding, funny enough. Did some of that when I was very young. But yeah, now I've just fallen in love with motorsport. Can't get enough of it. If we can just have any interest, and everybody's talking about it and streaming it in the chat in our Discord, we're all gonna have a great time. It's not really about F1 in general. It's just about motorsport and creating a good community where we can all hang out together. Okay, got a message from Nander that he is joining. There he is. Cubics just said he will join in about 10 minutes. He'll be home in about 5. Despy is in now as well. Looks like we are waiting on Reimer, Rebel, Boiler, Cubics, and FIFA Teddy. And Snipes. Oh, Snipes is. All right. I should actually do the same. Chat, we will be back in just a moment. About to get started here. Oh, and I just noticed, unfortunately, um, Hero was not on there with the Discord volume. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, Sounded like a crazy man talking to myself. Let me go grab a water. I'll be back in a few.
All right, I just came back, and I think I just heard Money say that he went to go get water, so you guys are stuck with me now. How's everybody doing though? Feeling good? Feeling a little nervous? I haven't raced like I keep mentioning in quite some time here, so um, I'll see which one of you guys I decide to take out of the race here. Probably roll the dice or something. It's been a while though. I'm afraid that I may have gotten a little too used to wheel like closed wheel racing. You know, I definitely going to be doing some silly dives. I think I'll try not to ruin any races. Of course, I am only the commentator, but I won't lie. I may get in there a little bit. I think I was rocking 131, 132s. I haven't actually used the battery system in the game yet. I did a bunch of time trial times, so I didn't actually get to use it. So, do you anticipate that I will be going out on hard tires and just rolling around town trying to get used to the car? I will not be my race is gonna be once I hit the track fully. Quality's gonna have to be a little bit of a warm up. That's gonna be quite enjoyable. Money, of course, will be your eyes in the sky. He has a fantastic bit rate. I'm currently looking at the stream manager. We share the account here. Very nice. Allow me to see if I'll be able to set up maybe a POV for my end, though I don't imagine you guys are really going to be seeing much of anything. So, in fact, I'm not going to do that. I am the team principal for the Cadillac team. So SP Jabor is one of my drivers. I will be racing against them today, as the will of the director of motorsport has stated. I'll be in the Mercedes here. So we'll see. I might have to fight you, Jabor. I might have to. If you get to me, I might have to. I might have to get a little frisky with you. Quite excited though. We have a very, very strong lineup here. I think almost Cadillac, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. I'm super excited to see how you do today, SP Jabor. I again normally am the commentator along with Money, but today feeling feeling a little different. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. He will be the only fine gentleman commentating, whereas I will be or I will be racing. If any of you are listening to the stream, ready up, ready up. It is time to go, baby. We're going racing. We're going racing. Ready up. Let's get it. Let's get it. I feel like a boomer, man. All right. I think you might have to add them again.
All right.
Here we go. It's very cute. Me and SP Jabur are right next to each other on the driver listing here. Oh, somebody left. No, nobody left.
I think Rebel got here and chose a car.
I'm nervous. I was telling people my strategy money. I think I'm gonna show up hard tire allocation. I'm hitting the track on hard tires, and I'm just gonna drive for 18 minutes to get used to it.
There you go. I mean that's not a bad plan. Some of these guys don't end up setting laps, so you'll or they'll invalidate, so
That's true. That's true. All right. I'm gonna do all this, and it's gonna be raining just like it was during the exhibition. Man, I'm so nervous. Actually.
we'll see here in just a moment.
Oh, bro, no, dude. Weak tire allocation. I'll do. Oh, I actually don't remember. Well, it was a rain. Ah, dude, I don't know.
You remember what it's like now, huh? Yeah, absolutely. Trying to get this. Oh, here we go. Session has started here. We do have currently 14 drivers. Mr. Boss did have to step away to take care of dad duties, unfortunately. Getting a smoke signal from him. Have a fantastic view here down the pit straight. Looking for any of our drivers to get started here. Of course, 17 minutes to go, a long time for these drivers to wait before they set their laps. Some of these drivers wait until the end and just go out once or twice. Looks like Rebel is going to be heading out, and we do have another driver here. Let's get our lap data on. All right. One of our drivers asking for an invite here.
There's 3, 15, 23, 48. I'm not going to remember that. All right.
Oh, wow. Looks like we got a follow here. Always Gaming. Yeah, welcome in, man. Thank you for the follow. Hope to see you create some good content here. Can't wait to commentate on you around the Mad Ring. Always Gaming, one of our reserve drivers, joining tonight in the Red Bull, showing up for Mac in his absence. Going to get another invite out to Cubics, just make sure he got that. All right, heading on board to start the lap with Rebel in the Alpine. Let's go ahead and get the telemetry data turned on here. Heading up into turn 1, the left-hander into the right-hander. Immediately on the battery on the exit here. Pushing down the back straight, or front straight, rather, in sector 1. About to head into the chicane, or sequence of corners here. This big right-hander, we saw lots of issues over the exhibition weekend. Rebel tapping the wall just slightly. Not invalidating his lap, fortunately. The Alpine driver going to be very happy that that did not ruin his lap now. Heading into the middle of Sector 2. One of my favorite corners here, this big left-hander. Got to be careful on the exit there of that right wall. Rebel hitting it perfectly. Absolutely beautiful execution. The right-hander here, he had a good entry on that. I noticed some of the drivers hitting that curb, losing a lot of the balance on the car. This driver about to hit the left-hander here into the second to last corner. We'll see what he gets here. Running very, very low on the battery. Good deployment here from Rebel. Hitting 0 on the exit, 1:35.05 our first lap. Who will be behind him? I believe that is going to be Sakizo, setting a 1:34.224 for his first lap out in qualifying. The full-time driver accompanied by Alex Carugot, as William goes second fastest in the Audi. Sniping away the time by half a second of William. Still half a second, both of these drivers half a second behind Rebel, as Despy splits the middle between the Audi drivers. 1:31.3 from the Red Bull driver. Mini B-Man splitting William and Sakizo, 1:33.4, excuse me. As Reimer struggling to set a good time here, 1:31, almost 1:32 flat, 1:31.999. Mahmoud answering this weekend, setting 1:30.994. Great lap by the Ferrari driver. Really hoping to redeem himself after the end of last season. Very unfortunate. Always Be Gaming, setting a fantastic lap, splitting the gap between Rebel and Mahmoud, setting a 1:36.23. Awesome lap by him. Let's go ahead and jump on board with our co-commentator. Hero, let's see what you got, Bubba. Put you on the skillet. lockup, but did save it from hitting that wall I had mentioned. That wall is a big, big spectacle of collisions and carnage. Heading back over to take a look at some of the other times here. Fortdude setting a 1:33.3 on his first lap, invalidating on this second lap. Looks like he might be saving the battery here. Don't know if they're going to be going out for another lap or not after this. Looks like Mini B-Man heading out for his second true hot lap. Losing the rear on the exit there. Very, very tough entry there. I don't know if he's going to be able to beat a lap on that one. Sakizo ending the third sector here, about to cross the line in 2 corners. This driver hoping to improve his time and his position here. A 1:33.4. I want to say that was almost 0.8 faster. Great, great improvement by the driver. Unfortunately, no improvement in position. As we jump on board with Alex Caru, he is in the Haas this evening, heading into the middle of Sector 2. I love this track and how wavy it is. This is one of the most beautiful tracks I've seen. Wow, just barely staying on track there, leaving those 2 tires just on the edge of that white line. Fantastic showcase of really utilizing all of the track here by the Haas reserve driver. Setting the fastest, Sector 2. Oh! Unfortunately, having a moment on the exit there. I don't know if the game let him keep that lap. A little bit of contact there on the wall as well, unfortunately. Either way, going to be a hefty, hefty, nice lap. A couple wall taps there. He heads up to 9th. That definitely had a lot more hope in it without those collisions there, unfortunately. As we jump on board with Jabur, he just started his lap here. The Cadillac driver returning to PSRL after 3 or 4 seasons, I believe. Great to see him back here. Driver, of course, showing aspirations to join the Ferrari team, but noting that the seats were all full, so he was able to secure himself a position, hoping to really show off his skill and racecraft here. Driver about halfway through Sector 2. As he's approaching this Aston driver. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I don't know if Nander is actually on his hot lap or not. He has a lot of batteries stored up here. Anyway, Jabur heading across the line to set a 1:31.49. Very nice lap by him. Going to be on board with Nander here. Rebel setting a better lap, even so. 1:30.107. Almost hitting those 1:29s. Fantastic showcase by the Alpine veteran. Alex actually retiring from the session, I believe. Oh, Nander losing it on the exit there. Again, like I had said, some of these corners here, the curbs just really jump a lot of the cars, and they're just plain out losing it. Wolfie, welcome in, brother. Long time no see. Good to see you back in here. Hatfield, good to see you as well. Nander, unfortunately, not going to be able to beat his lap time with this one. Quite a few of our drivers on their out laps here, looking to find one on their hot lap. Yeah, absolutely. These Formula cars are absolutely brutal on no assists. And Jabor, thank you for the follow. Love it when our drivers show support to the stream. Great to see you in here tuning in. Looking to find someone about to start their lap here. And Snipes about to start his lap here, currently sitting in P4. This driver winning and setting pole position last weekend in the exhibition. Mahmoud answering back, saying you will not, and he will not stand for Snipes taking that position from him. Mahmoud heading out on a hot lap as well at the moment. Oh, his Snipes is actually invalidated. Go ahead and jump up here with Mahmoud as he is heading down into the chicane here. Really glad they fixed those track limits. SB Jabor, Naughty Nander, yeah, I had seen that. I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure if he was on a hot lap there or not. I saw the blinking red light, but yeah, Naughty Nander indeed. I think he did send a message. My bad if I blocked you, was distracted. So might have been something in real life coming into his room or something of that nature. Just an unfortunate moment. Jabor still setting a pretty decent time here, but goes to show he might have been able to set something better as Mahmoud sets a fastest Sector 2. Purple Sector Racing League viewing the Purple Sector F1s. Awesome, awesome sector by the Ferrari driver. Of course, I am just a little biased here. Heading into the final corner. Let's see what time he gets. Oh, he hits the wall just a little bit. Setting a 1:30, 1:73. Fantastic, fantastic time from the Ferrari driver. As Snipes heading out on his hot lap. Looking to answer back. Rebel sitting pretty comfortably, but after that lap, he might be a little nervous here. Draft Punk Hero, our commentator Wild Hero, able to severely reduce his time to a 1:34.2. Great improvement there from the 2:30. Seems like you're able to figure out those brakes a little bit better now. Yeah, bro, it's a 2:33. Oh, his Snipes set the fastest Sector 2 here. Looks like there's a lot of improvement being made in the Sector 2 as this session completes. Just over 2 minutes left in qualifying. Our top three drivers at the moment, Rebel, Mahmoud, always gaming, but Snipes looking to see if he can answer back, setting the fastest lap, a 1:30.0. Oh my goodness. setting the fastest lap and just demolishing, almost getting into a 129. William Nander also retiring from this session. Don't know if they had an accident or if there was no room for improvement. Wow, what a lap by Snipes. Mahmoud retiring from the session. That is all he has here. I think there's just over a minute left. It looks like some of the drivers are getting bunched up here on Rebel. About to start his at lap with 1 minute left exactly. We will ride on board with the Alpine veteran, hoping to take back pole position. Reimer having a severe collision with his sister teammate Sakizo. Terrible, terrible moment. So it looks like the drivers had a collision coming out of the final turn. Very, very unfortunate. Oh, as we jump onto Rebel's point of view, it looks like he lost it there on the exit of that corner. Let's go ahead and jump on board. Always Gaming actually invalidated their lap. Very, very unfortunate here. Despy heading into the final, second to last corner. Now heading into the final corner here, hoping to jump onto the podium. Improves his position, but only by 1, up to P5. Still a good position improvement here. Every position matters, especially when you're heading up towards the top 5. SP Jabeur on his lap here, setting a fastest Sector 2. Again, I told you guys, this Sector 2 is really heating up. Gonna have to excuse my illness sounds. I hope you guys can't hear the sniffling and coughing. Try to mute as best I can. Jabeur heading into the final corner here. The Cadillac driver, full-time returning driver, tapping the wall a little bit. No improvement, unfortunately. 2/10 down from his best time. Looks like Fort Dude is about to cross the line here, heading across the final corner. All these drivers just barely tapping this wall here. Improves his time by a few tenths, taking the position from Reimer. Not sure if Reimer had brake there or what, but we do have a 2:30 for Reimer. It looks like he is not going to be improving as well. Last driver that is going to be returning to the pits here. He will just cross the line to end the session. Our front row, Snipes and Rebel. Fantastic showcase here. 1:30.034 from Snipes. And a 1:30.107 from Rebel. Fantastic showcase from the front grid. P3. Mr. Mahmoud in the Ferrari. Awesome to see that. Excuse me. Let's take a look here. 1:34.294. Not too bad. Few drivers in the chat having some questions for the Ferrari teammate of Mahmoud. Reimer sparking controversy at the end of the qualifying session. I believe that was due to that crash there with William. I don't know. William had retired a bit earlier in that session. So I'm not too sure exactly here. Maybe you just seen Reimer doing something on the track. Going to send over Rebel. Going to have him start the session for us. Taking a look at the beautiful pit wall, we'll jump over to the calendar. Again, next weekend we will be in Japan. My goodness, excuse me. Next weekend we will be in Japan, followed by Brazil with a sprint race and double points weekend. Looking forward to see those tracks in these new cars. Of course, Madrid would have been very interesting to see with the F125 cars. Fortunately, not able to do so. But with these next tracks coming up, we'll be able to see a real difference and a better comparison of what the F126 versus F125 feel and pace would be. Always Gaming, glaze me, dropping the 250. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yeah, woo! Thank you for the cheer bits.
Let's go. You heard him, dude. You got to glaze him now.
Hey, bro. Yeah, bro. Did you see that time he set, bro? That time's crazy, bro. Look at this guy. P4, bro.
My predictions for the top three are always gaming, and always gaming.
I think he's gonna finish 1, 2, 3, man. Just kind of finish out the weekend here with the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, thank you for the donation here, the bits. I don't know exactly what that even is. I assume that's like $2. If it is $250, I apologize for not freaking the fuck out. Oh my gosh, 5 lights up, away we go! Snipe setting to the... Oh my gosh! It just went going!
Oh, shit!
Oh, it looks like there's already a yellow flag here.
Virtual safety car. It looks like one of the Williams spun out on race start.
Fort Dude falling to P15, losing 6 positions on the race start. Jabbour, 10-second time penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. That's going to be detrimental to the Cadillac drivers' race.
I just realized I don't have my virtual mirror on, so whoever's behind me, you've been warned.
That will be Fortnite Dude in P15. Now, is this a virtual or is this a full course caution?
This is a virtual, and it's about to end. We're about to go back to racing conditions here momentarily. And we're back to racing conditions.
Okay, Snipes taking us back to racing speed. 6/10, just under 6/10 ahead of Rebel. Rebel closing, hoping to get dragged along here, along with Mahmoud, closing a little bit there on the Alpine driver. Top 4, no changes. William up a position from P6 to P5. Despy losing a position. But other than that, not too much. Reimer up 5 positions, actually. 6 positions now. Love to see that after the unfortunate penalty heading into the race session. Snipes, of course, setting the fastest lap, but he's already over 1 second ahead of Rebel. Rebel answering back, probably using a huge deployment here, getting about 3/10 there. Oh my goodness, our Mercedes driver up 2 positions. Into P13, up 1 position rather, into P13. Right on the rear of Nander, the Aston Martin driver returning from PSRL. I think season 11 or 12. Now, was that a warning there?
That was not a warning. I got very low, though. I was
Fantastic
trying to...
showcase of utilizing the track limits as you smacked the wall. Oh my
Is this how
goodness.
this must be what the
Commentator
commentators
curse,
say.
let me get away from you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
This is how it feels to be on this
Nander having
season.
a fantastic race right ahead of Wild Hero. Nothing could go wrong for this driver. I'm just kidding, Chad. I'm just kidding. Would never wish wrong on anybody. Snipes 2 seconds ahead of Rebel already. Mahmood 2/10 behind him. Hoping to take this race win. Reimer up to P9.
I will unfortunately announce that I have wing damage. It is notable.
The Mercedes driver having notable, I quote, notable wing damage. It is not minimal. It is not critical. It is notable. Tell us more.
Well, I'm finding out that this track is extremely downforce reliant right now. It is light yellow damage on my right wing. On soft tires, I've lost almost 2 seconds now to Nander in front of me, who presumably doesn't have a damaged wing. So downforce is extremely critical, clearly,
Oh!
in this race. Oh,
Mahmood getting his wing taken off. Rebel crossing from the right side of the track there, making a bit of contact. Mahmood now down 2 positions. Hopefully Mahmood can keep in the fight here for the points. This driver has had recent controversy with the Mexican Grand Prix. Oh, big contact into the wall. Rebel giving up the position. Jabur taking advantage. Rebel heading in. It might have been Rebel's wing that had gotten taken off.
Reimer did just go into the pits.
Reimer did as well. I can't change my view here. Reimer retiring from the session. Oh my goodness. Very unfortunate for the Ferrari team. Hoping that every driver finishes every race, of course, but being the team principal, hoping Reimer could have just scored at least.
Wild Hero.
Mahmood dropping into the death corner. Looks like he may have had a disconnect here as his bot tries to fix the car. Oh, the bot just drove into the wall. It's crazy. This might be the end of the Ferrari dynasty. Both drivers leaving the session. Week 1.
I think this is huge moment. Nander goes into the wall right under the bridge. We have a safety car.
Safety car, safety car. Nander starting the safety car, unfortunately having a moment under the bridge there. Not too sure what happened. Sakizo getting a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car conditions. Not sure if these drivers are just trying to push the... Whoa. Not sure exactly what happened there.
Oh no, Mini B-Man had to change his wing. I got stuck behind. Oh, we're good. It's okay, guys.
Mahmood asking for an invite here, saying he was disconnected. Hopefully able to recoup some of these points here. He is up in P6 now. P7, rather. Oh, P6. Yep. Jabur coming out of the pits. Penalty free now. On the hard tires. Hoping to make these last probably until the end of the session. I don't know exactly what these icons mean, but it looks like a few of our drivers running really low on the fuel. go ahead and take a look here at the tires. See a lot of these drivers hopping on to new tires during these safety car conditions. Lovely quality. Thank you, Mason, for your sarcasm. Watch this. How's that for your quality, sir? Okay, Snipes, still on the calendar screen. Thank you, sir. Zero lap old hard tires for a lot of these drivers here. Mahmoud on the 4 lap olds alongside the Red Bull driver, always gaming. Yeah, it is going quite slow, I'd have to agree. Mahmoud heading into the pits here to hopefully fix his front wing and obviously jump onto a different set of tires here. Yeah, this is dreadful. These safety car conditions. I mean, oh my goodness. That's horrible. They're all bunched up already. Jabur not sure why he got a penalty. Yeah, I'm not too sure either. +3 to the Delta when it came out. May have been a glitch. Hopefully if you go ahead and... Well, I guess the penalties have been served. Considering the rule book, we are not able to remove penalties if they have been served during the race, unfortunately. Last few stragglers joining the group here. Mahmoud and Sakizo, the last two that we are looking for. A lot of these drivers on new tires. However, Fort Dude sitting on his mediums alongside Always Gaming sitting on their mediums as well. The widest Mercedes. Sounds like a threat. I'm pulling the Glock. Yeah, I think it's just settings and then... Oh, I thought it was an assist. I'm not too sure. Maybe on-screen display. Yep. Hopefully Mason Zuka likes the quality now. Snipe sitting behind, Always Gaming. Like a shark sniffing the blood in the water. Just waiting to take advantage of those older medium tires. Now, of course, the mediums can last a little bit longer, but with them already heading into 7-lap olds, going to be hard to see here exactly what the pace difference is going to be until we can get started. However, those hard tires are absolutely massive in F125. Wonder if it is the same with these F126 vehicles. While we are under safety car conditions, do want to give a shout out to our league. Go ahead and check out that link in the chat here, as safety car is in this lap. We are looking for a couple more full-time drivers, as well as some reserve drivers as well. Always Gaming looking to set the pace here as the safety car heads around the second to last corner. Safety car heading into the pit lane here. Snipes losing it just a little bit there on the exit. Always Gaming getting a good exit. Williams sitting right behind his teammates, sniffing the rear of that Audi. As Cubics is actually sitting P4 ahead of Despy, followed by Jabor, Alex, Rebel, Mini B-Man, Nander, Fourth Dude, Hero, being passed by Mahmoud. So now Mahmoud, Hero, followed by Secuzo. Of course, unfortunately, Reimer did not finish the race this evening, retiring. Oh, as Fourth Dude has a big contact there with the wall. Definitely going to have some wing damage. The Mercedes reserve driver sniffing the blood in the water, overtaking around the outside. Beautiful overtake, deploying some of the battery here as well. Awesome, awesome move. Check that off the bucket list. Rebel getting a 3-second time penalty as he heads completely cutting the corner. Kind of caught him red-handed there. Sorry, brother. Alex having a great showcase here. The Haas driver returning after seasons and seasons. Same thing with the Cadillac driver Jabor just ahead of him. Always Gaming getting a very detrimental 3-second time penalty. Looks like he is going to be giving up this position to Snipes whether he wants to or not. Both drivers being very, very careful here heading into the chicane. William just hoping to take advantage of their fighting. Audi driver falling just a little bit behind, but it looks like he was saving battery. Looks like he is facing the right way now. Not sure if he did get damage there. Always Gaming losing about a second to Snipes here. Sitting 1.3, 1.4 behind. William with a slightly, well, very, very even battery actually. Both of these drivers really keeping a hold of their car here. I can feel a battle. As Always Gaming goes a little wide there on the exit, had to slow. Gets a little bit more slipstream heading into turn 1 here. In comes Cubics. Taking P3. William fighting. Both of these drivers running pretty low on battery here, but as we know, F126, it's a lot easier to recoup. Alex Scaru, oh my gosh, big, big moment here. As Always Gaming heads into the wall alongside with Cubics. Go ahead and jump back a few seconds if you guys did miss that one. That was a big, big moment with big contact there. Both of these drivers smacking the wall. No safety car. Now the Audi driver sitting in 1-2. Snipes almost 6 seconds ahead of William, followed by Jabor. 2 tenths behind the Audi driver. This Shark leading some of the train here behind him, hoping to overtake and take advantage of those unfortunate moments felt by Always Gaming and Cubics. Alex Garu also hoping to take advantage. This driver returning and hoping to get on the podium here, sitting in P4 at the moment. But I wouldn't be too sure that the fight's over yet. Despy sitting just under a second here behind him. Despy hoping to get on the podium as well. This driver returning from last season had a fantastic showcase of his skill and racecraft. Nander getting a 10-second time penalty, unfortunately speeding in the pit lane, and he will be retiring. Did you hit him? Sitting on board with our Mercedes reserve driver. Just a few tenths here behind the Ferrari driver, Mahmoud. Despy falling out of a second behind the Haas driver in P4. Still plenty of laps to go, 18 laps or so. As Rebel gets another 3-second time penalty, 6 seconds total for him. Overtaking Rebel here. This Mercedes driver is actually catching him as well. He may have damage. Wow, catching up very rapidly here. Tenths by the second. Oh, big moment! Rebel heading into the wall. Safety car conditions have been come. Oh, very unfortunate moment. Rebel colliding with the wall. Fortitude colliding with... I think Fortitude collided with Rebel. Yeah, I think Fortitude hit Rebel on the exit there and ruined his race as well. Yeah, Fortitude and Rebel both getting overtaken by Cubics in that same position there. Crazy, crazy, crazy moment. What was your point of view there, Hero? What happened? Yeah, we see here he's typing in the chat. This car wouldn't turn or stop. It felt like he had wing damage from the beginning. He changed it, and it was worse. Tagging Mr. Boss, expressing his frustration with the game and these cars. Saying how qualifying is fun, but he does not want to do the races. I mean, if anything, I'd hope it was the opposite. But yeah, very, very unfortunate for the Alpine driver here. I mean, crazy moment we did see on board there. It was incredible. We were sitting there with you, Hero, and we saw that as well. 14 Nando, any safety cars? He brought it and wished it to be so. I guess we're gonna have to blame Nando for that one. Yeah, I agree. I think it's lacking a lot. Do we know if there is safety cars in iRacing? Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. And here's the thing, maybe, you know, I always like to bring up Counter-Strike and the Overwatch system they had in place. Once drivers were of a certain level and certain expertise, they could review other players and essentially vote yes or no if they thought they were cheating. Maybe we have another game mode for drivers, the safety car game mode, and of course you have to, you know, follow the rules of the safety car there. But some drivers would want to do that. I would be enthralled to do that in these moments as the commentator, as Hero loses his front wing. Or at least an end plate there. Yeah, left end plate. It's going to take a lot. I would just go ahead and pit now, brother. Grab some new tires as well while you're at it. Very unfortunate moment for the Cadillac team principal. Oh, what was I thinking, dude? You should have jumped in the caddy. No, I was thinking because Minnie was like, oh, can anybody be my teammate? And then, you know, you were the next guy to join, so I was like, oh, perfect. Yeah. No, we can put you in the Cadillac and go ahead and give your points to Caddy, though. I mean, Spain is bad, kind of like Baku or even like Monaco. Yeah, we are noticing, I think we've had 2 or 3 safety cars, Nando. And then 1 or 2 VSCs on top of that. We've had 4 DNFs. Now, of course, unfortunately, when Rebel had his moment, Fourth Dude came around the corner and smacked that Alpine, ending his race as well. Safety car in this lap. Snipes bringing it back to racing conditions. But Jabeur already 1.5 seconds behind. Williams setting the fastest lap here. Very nice to see the Audi driver shining here. He had mentioned he was struggling with some of his pace before the season had started, but obviously to see here he is he's improved, or rather showing great pace. Jabeur sitting just a few tenths on those really old, not really old, but 11 lap old hard tires. Now, of course, for the viewers, I do want to remind you that we do have, I believe it's a 50% race, so it is double wear, so it's almost like these tires are 22 laps old, or maybe might even be triple wear. Not entirely sure how that works there, so they might be 33 laps old, but either way, those medium tires a lot newer. Virtual safety car conditions. I believe that was due to Sakizo here. Not too sure, though. Looks like he is not missing his front plate as he taps the wall there. Oh, it looks like Kubik's missing his front plate and missing his whole wing. That might be a visual bug, but... Oh, no, his head's in the wall! Not able to get the car turned. Exactly what happened to Rebel, it sounds like. Oh, my goodness. Very, very unfortunate moment. We'll give that driver... Oh. We'll give that driver some privacy here as Sakizo goes ahead and drives past him. Daft Punk Hero, Mr. Wild Hero, our lovely commentator. I'm not sure if he would have imagined he would be finishing P10. What are your thoughts here right now in the race? As actually Nando says, future F1 games, I hope Geely are able... Geely? I'm not sure what Geely is. Are able to bring in Lotus. That would be sick. Seeing Lotus would be sick. But yeah, Hero, what are your thoughts on the race so far? Sitting in P10 under the 4th safety car? Oh, hold on here. Hold on here. People are saying... All right, go ahead.
Wasn't expecting this at all to be in this finishing position, of course. Or, well, not finishing, but in this position. Race has been very hectic. I'm not surprised, honestly. This is a very punishing track, especially after you damage yourself. The walls are just everywhere, essentially. I feel like this is almost even worse than Baku or Jeddah, just because it's so fast and there's so many tight corners everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hate that you've defamed my beloved Jeddah, but yeah, I can definitely agree with you on Baku. And as Nando had said in the chat, Baku as well as Monaco. Monaco is crazy too. Leaving another comment here in the chat, I was thinking maybe somebody might DNF from engine issues, but I don't know if that's enabled. As far as I'm aware, we're not on full simulation settings. I think we're on standard, so I don't know if engine issues is possible, or are possible, rather. Looks like the safety car staying out for at least one more lap here, allowing Sakizo and Hiro to get back to the train here.
Kizo is on a very nice strategy here at the moment. He pitted on the safety car before this one, threw on a fresh set of hard tires. I assume he replaced his wing as well. So Sakizo is in a very, very nice position here to pounce on the rest of the grid. I will be watching. That'll be the extent of my actions. But I'm very curious to see how the Haas driver is going to be able to respond here in 9th place now with fresh rubber as well as fresh downforce, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to bring attention to the... Oh, Snipe says he has the hiccups right now. I can't imagine how that might affect your performance here, but do note that you are on the newer medium tires, as William does have the time penalty as well. Let's go ahead and take a look here. All these drivers sitting with a 3-second time penalty. Looking at the number of stops here. Only a few of our drivers getting 3 stops. Really position changes. William, the big winner at the moment. But looks like Alex, Jabbour, and Snipes are going to be the ones to advance here as they are on the newer tires. Actually, Alex on the older hard tires. Mahmoud as well. What is my team doing? It's safety car. If the safety car is not in, guys, fuck!
Safety car in this lap, baby.
I knew it was going to say it like close to then, so I was hoping it wouldn't say anything. All right, well, yeah, you guys do what you do. Do what you do.
It's been fascinating being on the receiving end of the commentator curse money. I truly don't know how to explain it.
No, seriously, it's real. Especially when you're in the Discord call, so I can't imagine how much pressure that builds onto it. We are going to sit on board here with Snipes as William is going to take us off. Heading back to Jabbour, actually. Snipes almost losing the rear end there. Jabbour, unfortunately, slowing to not damage his car at all. A lot of these drivers saving here at the exit.
Oh, shit! Always gaming gets clobbered.
Always gaming. Looks like they were missing part of their wing there. Yeah, what had happened?
I couldn't tell. They tried going in side by side, I believe. With
Oh, big moment. Heading straight into the wall. Not able to get it turned. Very, very unfortunate moment for the Red Bull reserve driver here. Hopefully they're able to get it to the pits, fixed up, and head back out again. Still good points available for every driver with 11 laps left.
Oh, no! I'm braking like I'm in a hypercar. I'm so scared to hit the brakes. Money, are you...
I guess... Huh? What's that?
Oh, I thought you were muted.
No. I was muted. I had just realized that. But yeah, I was gonna comment actually, or I was commenting on the safety car. So I think the safety car lasts fewer laps here due to the pace of the safety car, which I'm actually kind of fond of. It keeps the lap number up, and more action I feel like we've gotten. Mini B-Man sitting with 3-second time penalty here. Very, very unfortunate for the Silver Arrow driver, but already 1.8 seconds ahead of the Haas driver. Might be able to nullify that time disadvantage. Some of these other drivers may be keen to let him by, knowing they will get that time back. Still a lot of time left here in this race, about 8 or 9 laps to go. Despy sending it on William, making the move here side by side through turn 1 and 2. Very, very good turn racecraft there from both of those drivers. I was trying to find out what the yellow flag was there, not able to see what happened. So Alex right on the rear end of Jabeur. Jabeur sitting in P2, returning this season as the Cadillac driver. (2027) regulations, the plank will be thinner, the rear wing flap 20 millimeters shorter, the floor produce less downforce, helps with regen. Oh shoot, that's kind of interesting. Getting some insider info from the chat here, guys. Thank you guys for dropping that info. Thank you, Nando. Alex almost losing it there on the exit. Trying to follow the Cadillac through the turns a little too close, perhaps.
B-Man, if you can hear me, this is the corner everybody loses it on.
Be cool, Mini B-Man.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, that is where Rebel and Fort Dude collided. Or rather, Rebel collided with the wall. I don't know if Fort Dude hit him or the wall. He did crash just before Rebel did. And the B-Man taking the position over his teammate here. Reserve driver, Hero, our commentator. As Sakizo and Mahmoud side by side, sister teammates. Teammates, guys, be cool. As Mahmoud gets a 3-second time penalty trying to steer clear of the Haas driver. Despy looking to catch up to William here, sitting just a few tenths out of slipstream. Looks like he was able to get it. I don't know. There's a lot of battery usage here. Big train from P2 all the way down to P7. It's a Haas to Haas train here, essentially. Jabeur leading this train. Karu getting overtake here. Not able to make the pass on the Cadillac driver. A little bit of contact there as Jabeur heading straight into the wall after contact with the Haas. Oh my gosh, a huge moment. I'm surprised there's no safety car. What is happening as the Haas driver heads into the death corner? William now just tenths behind. Let's head on board with Despy and P4 now. Huge moment with the Cadillac driver. Very, very unfortunate contact. I just don't think I don't think any of that was intentional. I think he just came over a little bit too far and then the wheels touched, but not sure there. Most likely going to be a steward's investigation for that one. Very unfortunate moment as Despy overshoots the corner there, probably due to the lack of downforce. Oh my goodness, this race is insane. I can't imagine if we had the other three drivers that we should have had, let alone a full grid. Oh my goodness, it would have been great. Snipe sitting 10 seconds ahead. Absolutely showing domination on this Madrid circuit. Going to be very interesting to see what happens at Japan next weekend. Some of these drivers speculating that, you know, you can hit one track over and over again and be super quick, but I don't know, 10 seconds ahead, that has to be skill. What do you think, Hero?
I mean, practicing a track definitely helps out, of course. The skill of a driver, I've seen some drivers not practice at all and be better than me at tracks that I feel like I've dedicated a lot of time to. I think in Snipes' case, it's truly a combination of both a skilled driver and somebody who's familiar with the track as well.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better.
Three-second time penalty for myself. Fantastic.
Jabor commenting, absolutely gutted, on for a podium. Dropping one of the funniest gifts I've seen. I'm definitely favoriting that in Discord. Thank you, sir, for the gift. Stealing that very unfortunate night for you, though. Very promising, though, going into the next weekend. You'd shown you had the pace and the fight here to get up into P2. Snipes still showing absolute domination, though, sitting 10 seconds ahead of Alex. Alex up 8 positions, though, on his original start position. Driver has to be happy with that, absolutely. Again, very unfortunate moment, though, colliding with Jabor. For any drivers that are watching or anybody in the chat, remember to clip up a highlight, drop it in the Discord in the hashtag highlights channel. That's under the general section. It's got the little video camera. It's all cute. William up 3 positions here. He does have a penalty, though, with Despy just behind. So he's heading into the pits. Hitting the wall there, unfortunately. Not sure why we can't see the car coming into the pits anymore. Very, very unfortunate that we don't have a little bit more advantage, or rather manipulation, on the cameras here in the F1 games. Hatfield Racing commenting, who's ready for October for the 24 Hours of Le Mans? I can't explain how excited I am. But we do need to start practicing very, very soon.
Yes, we do.
Very soon. William not serving the penalty. I don't know if that's by choice or if the game just selects if you can or cannot serve those, but very unfortunate. Let's take a look here at all of the penalties. Bottom 3 sitting with 6 seconds. Top 3 that have penalties sitting with 3 seconds each. Most notably, Mahmoud sitting in P4. That driver, even if he does fight up into P3, he will most likely lose it. Despy getting his well-deserved podium. I'd mentioned going into this session, Despy and Mac are always 2 of the most favorite that I fight against on track, most especially Despy when I was driving in F1. Good to see that he is going to be most likely getting a podium here, PSF1.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
And our commentator is making terroristic threats. We're going to go ahead and ban him from the channel. Hero, I gotta say, your pace is actually quite... I mean, all things considered, I don't know the last time you raced in general, but considering you don't know this track, pace is pretty on the money there.
It's been a few days since I've raced. I've definitely gotten more comfortable with different motor classes. Hypercar is one that particularly comes to mind here. But thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I haven't DNF'd, which has been a pretty big bonus so far.
Yeah, always a bonus there. Yeah, over the past couple days, I've been racing in some iRacing. I think it's the BMW M2. Yeah, did that car for a race and did the Formula V. The Formula V cars are just so interesting. I don't know if anybody in chat has ever raced those, but those are hilarious. Hatfield, he's channeling his inner George while being in the Merc. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter what Merc, right? So we're going to channel our inner George in October, 24 hours.
Oh, whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. We're definitely racing LMP2 as Mahmoud cuts the corner there, getting what looks to be just a warning. Despy's sitting just half a second behind. Now, of course, if Despy does get a 3-second time penalty, Mahmoud will maintain the podium here. So Despy just has to be careful and has to stay within 3 seconds. And he will get his podium. William getting another penalty as Sakizo is just about under 9 seconds here behind the Audi driver. Hopefully William doesn't get another one or two of those. Only a couple laps here though. This has been a crazy session. 15 drivers, only 9 look to finish as we start the final lap here. We will head on board with the Audi driver. 3-second time penalty for him, but it won't matter as he passes what I assume is P9, always gaming 65. Now, he did have an unfortunate race here. He was showing some very good promise, sitting at the front of the pack and just had some unfortunate collisions. A lot of the drivers having an unfortunate first weekend here. I think
that's
season 15, you know, we do go to show that our first weekend is always pretty hectic, but towards the second, third, fourth weekend, a lot of these drivers are comfortable and they know each other, and they get a little bit better on the action that we so enjoy to commentate on. What were you gonna say, Hero?
what you just said. In fact, normally in the last 2 seasons that I've had the privilege to commentate, there's been a lot more drivers that show up for the exhibition, and I feel like the exhibition race typically sets the tone. So unfortunately, of course, we didn't have too many participants for the exhibition, and this was kind of the tone setter now.
Yeah, absolutely. Jabor saying can't afford bad seasons. Season is too short. That's absolutely right. Very, very unfortunate result for the Cadillac team. Snipes heading across the line, followed by Haas reserve driver Alex Carew. Mahmoud crossing the line in P3. Despy not able to catch him. 5/10 behind after the penalty. Very, very unfortunate as William crashes into the wall on the start-finish line. Of course, I believe that was on purpose, so no need to commentate more on that. Nando saying, I feel like these 26 cars are a lot more easy to overheat the tires. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I unfortunately haven't had the privilege to drive these tires, but Hero is in the commentator booth with us. Hero, what do you think? Are these tires pretty quick to overheat?
Yeah, they're pretty brutal. The loss of grip gets very, very aggressive very early on, especially if you're trying to push. These soft tires felt really good for about 2 laps, but of course, my improper driving technique and aggressiveness really did not make them much funner to deal with. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Mahmood and a few of the other drivers dropping in comments after the race finishes here. Very unfortunate moments there. As we take a look here, Snipes setting the fastest lap of 132.437. A lot of these other drivers sitting in the 133s. All drivers sitting 133s or above besides Snipes. Very good finish for the Madrid circuit. Alex dropping some comments in the chat. Sorry about what happened. I guess they had an incident there. Had to learn a new track. Never done it before. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the drivers heading into this season learning this track here. Let's take a look down the order here for the recording. But yeah, Snipes, Carew, and Mahmood finishing on the podium. Despy finishing so close behind there, behind the Ferrari driver. Hero finishing P7 in his debut in the Mercedes. Alex dropping a follow. Thank you for the follow, sir.
It's always fun, the first race of the season. Always gaming. I think making some snarky paddock comments. Again, normally the exhibition race is where a lot of us get the jitters out. I think the fact that a majority of the grid showed up for this one, as well as the fact that it was a new track, definitely made this a very challenging race for a lot of folks. I do want to remind the drivers, we're here because we love it. Keep it respectful. And as you race together, you guys will understand each other a little more, and the racing will become a little more fluid. And that's where the fun really starts to begin. I've realized, especially even just doing this one race in the F125 cars, that they're tricky. They're definitely much trickier. The open wheel format is something I have gotten unaccustomed to. And I, again, just really respect all you guys for being able to do this. The UI of F125 is terrible for when there's cars around you. Truly, I think a lot of these drivers are fantastic in terms of just their raw racecraft and awareness. Again, I think the fact that this was a new track definitely led to a lot of the unfortunate situations that occurred. But it was a fantastic race from everybody, and I'm excited to see what you guys do in Japan on a track that I assume a lot more folks are a lot more comfortable with.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a decent weekend here. Driver of the day, Mr. Wild Hero. Very fantastic moment seeing him return to the grid here. Mahmood sitting with the most overtakes, and Snipes, of course, taking the race win and fastest lap here. Let's take a look at the paddock. Doesn't look like any drivers are on the pit wall here, and there have not been any highlights dropped yet. So yeah, we will go ahead and catch you guys next weekend, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain, or 30 minutes earlier rather. I forget Hero starts it a bit early, and we will be racing those F126 cars in Japan, hopefully following a full grid. This has been Money the Merchant and Wild Hero. We'll catch you guys next time.
Have a good day, everybody.